G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. We are here on the brand new expansion for Age of Empires 4. This is the Sultan's Ascent. Welcome to Gorge. We're here once again watching two civilizations new to the expansion face off against each other. One variant civilization, one on the box. Welcome. Spawning in on the south side of the map in the color blue, playing as Juicy's Legacy, the Chinese variant. It's going to be Voldemar. And on the north side of the map in the color teal, playing as the Japanese, we've got, I don't know, but he's going to be playing some strong Japanese today. Let's take a look and see, is he going to stone or gold? That looks like gold to me. I see an inch of it. Indeed it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying this casted content, make sure you do check out the, I don't know what I was going to say. Check out the subscribe button. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment as well if you feel like you need to say something. If you're not being heard by whoever it is that you want listening to you, then go ahead and do that. We do see early upgrades coming through. It's going to be Tawara coming in here for our Japanese player. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of opening we've got here for the Japanese. I think for Voldemar, it's going to be pretty standard. Voldemar's, I got to be honest, Voldemar is such an interesting character. Not interesting, that's probably the wrong word. I love the methodology behind Voldemar and the way that he plays. When the Age of Empires 4 expansion pack initially came out, what he did was he set aside a day, every single day. He was like, okay, today I'm just working on Byzantines. I'm just going to study it, I'm going to learn it, I'm going to try and focus on it. Then the next day, Japanese. Next day, Juicy's Legacy. And he just got down each one of these civilizations very quickly. And now he's at the point where he can just play whatever he likes. I think he might even be randoming his civilizations. Looking through his match history, he just picks any civilization that he's feeling and just boom, throws it out there. Love to see it. Love to see it. His opponent, though, not too familiar with him. I know he's Conqueror 3, but that really doesn't tell you much about him as a player. Playing the Japanese, though, he's got a number of options open to him, and we do see he's going to go with a different option to what we are used to seeing. Now, these games are recent for these Conqueror 3 players, played within the last 24 hours, which means that we do have things like the stone outcropping opening well and truly aware in the meta. But still, yeah, we see a very fast age up going to be coming through here for our Japanese player. You can see he should have enough for it now, as long as he hands in. There we go. Which landmark does he look to go for? Is it going to be the Shinobi at the front, or is it going to be the Kura storehouse at the back? It's going to be the Kura storehouse to the side. All right, I can respect that. Other side of the map, though, we do see Voldemar throwing down Juicy Legacy's favorite landmark. It's the Meditation Gardens. Not a bad little spot that he's got here, but I can't help but feel like you could have just taken it a little bit back here. Did he spot this out? He has spotted this out. I wonder why he didn't take the double berries. I always feel like this is by far the most powerful spawn. What do you feel is the most powerful Juicy Legacy spawn? For me, it's the double berries, just because it's nice. Always nice having food, right? Like, you can never have too much food. But then I think, you know, I do play some games where I'm Juicy Legacy. Whoa, you gotta be careful there, Scout. I do play some Juicy Legacy games where I don't have it on stone, and I miss having it on stone. You know, like, there comes this window around, like, the 14, 15-minute mark where you're like, man, I'd really like a second town center right now. And it's just like, nah, sorry, bro. You're gonna have to go mine some stone. Okay, all right, fair enough. And, yeah, you're left empty-handed. But Meditation Gardens slowly coming in here. Just the one villager on it as well, not rushing it up in any way. But over on the other side of the map, Kura Storehouse coming up pretty early here. This might be, it looks to be just after the 4-minute mark. I'm going to go like a 4:03, 4:04, somewhere around that region for the age up. And, yeah, at this stage of the game, everything's just cool, calm, and collected. Jiangnan Tower going to be thrown down in the front of the base. You've got to be careful with this map because there's not a whole lot of space that you've got behind. So I do support this going in the front of the base. This is almost like saying, yeah, you can kill this. I don't care. Kura Storehouse. I guess I underhit it a little bit there. It's a little bit slow. Age up now over on the other side. Meditation Gardens is online. Kura Storehouse still slowly getting there. There she blows. 420. Jeez. Tell you what, that was a while off, that one. All right, well, checking in with Voldemar. It looks like he's going to be going into double broad axe early. Ooh. 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 Do we have a Jukunu opening here? Could this be Jukunu? This could be. I mean, it feels a little bit late if it's Jukunu. Maybe it's second TC Jukunu. I'm not sure, but just the double broad axe is throwing me off a little bit here, and he supervised it out as well. I mean, it's always nice to have it, and if you got the spare gold, you might as well just throw it down, because it doesn't really cost that much, because you're only paying food as your secondary, and, you know, you've always got plenty of food in the early game, so it's quite nice. But speaking of food, hello, 7 sheep on the way through. Voldemar going to be feeling very good about himself as the Song Dynasty has now been reached, and the mining camp gets thrown down, waiting to save it until the Song dynasty is there, so we can save that 20 bit of 20 wood off the top. And checking in with his opponent, though, I think we might have a fast castle here. Have a look at the resources that he's got. 4 vills on the gold, and the outpost. That's the one that really kind of gives it away. I think we got a fast castle happening back here. Hello, how you doing? Now, he is trickling villagers over onto wood, but I feel like this might just be for something like, you know, a barracks or a stable once he reaches castle age. Up until then, we do have level 2, by the way, on the wheelbarrow upgrade. So he's got the Takazaiku coming through so far, which means these berries are going to be doing absolute God's work over here, which is a good thing because he doesn't have a whole lot of sheep underneath the town center. We'll need to take those berries early on. He's got that farm that's come up as well. Moving out an extra villager over onto gold. So I think we might just have a direct Japanese fast castle. Haven't seen one of these before. I mean, we've seen like 2 TC fast castles. We've seen like a couple of units, you know, on a Begeisha into fast castle, but I don't think we've just seen a naked fast castle. The classic, a raw fast castle. But look at this, Voldemar with the early horsemen. Going to be looking to put on pressure. Definitely villagers towards the front here could be in a little bit of trouble. These do gather up very quickly on the berry bushes, so he's going to have to get as much as he can and then make his way onto the sheep. With the stable up, Voldemar, at this point, I'm a little bit confused what his plan is. I really don't know, just judging by this. I mean, obviously, we know that there is a prospect of a second. There was a prospect of a second TC. I don't know where that's gone now. What's going on? Because he had vills on stone. He took 70 off the top. What is going on in this game? I've got no clue. And, you know, this is just as I was talking up Voldemar and saying, you know, he's a really good player. He studies the civilization. And now all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, Drongo. I don't know, man. Horseman, 11 HP. Trying to keep it alive. Arrow slits? Where's this arrow slits? Where are the arrow slits? In the front? Okay, fair enough. I guess he's dealing... The mill's, like, slowly going down on health. Arrow slits will definitely help here, but I guess it's just one of those things where it's like, it's just a nice little deterrent. Is he going fast castle as well? Are they just both going naked fast castles? He went Song Dynasty, 1 stable, made a single horseman, and went fast castle. And his opponent just went fast castle. I have no idea what's going on. This is the weirdest thing I've seen. But I'm going to be honest. I do like this Japanese fast castle. This is a little bit more straight line, a little bit more beeline than what we saw with Marine Lord do. Marine Lord did a Japanese fast castle that was quite nice. 2 TCs, a little bit of units on the map, and then all of a sudden, boom, castle age. Good timing on it as well. I think it was about 10 minutes, whereas this one's looking about 8 minutes. So this is what I'm calling, like, this is an actual fast castle. This is the one that, you know, you've probably prepared the build order for. Nice little shot right there. You see him taking out that horseman. But with the floating gate coming online, I'm suspecting he's going to be looking to put 1 in the stable and the other one in the town center. Let's see if he does that, because I think 1 in the stable straight... Oh, he's got double stable. Oh, he won't even need to put it in the stable then. He can support it without going into the stable. So does he look to go into the forge and then the town center maybe? That's an option for him. Puts it in the town center. We can see it on the corner here. So that's down to 16 seconds. No way he puts that in the stable. Mate, you've already got 2 stables. What do you need this one for? 6? You reckon you can make a mounted samurai every 12 seconds on 1 base economy 8 minutes into the game? Tell him he's dreaming, kids. Come on. Come on. He's having a laugh, innit? All right, well, house might be going down here. Villager will need to come out to repair it. There she goes. Mounted Samurai is out on the field. I love seeing it. Mounted Samurai, really one of my favorite, quickly becoming my favorite mounted units. Definitely my favorite mounted Samurai, that is for sure. But Shaolin Monastery is now out for Voldemar. Expect him to get out on the map relatively quickly with this landmark. We can see not enough food in the bank at the moment to get that through, but Shukunu coming out, a couple of horsemen as well, and the mounted samurai just going to be able to clean up all 4 of these units by himself. But see, he's going to be careful of the outpost, though. The outpost is what's doing that damage, so he definitely does the right thing in falling back. He might need to cop a little bit of heals from that not the Shaolin monk, the Shinto monk. We got ourselves a battle of the religions, of the Eastern religions right now. Where are my Taoist monks at? That's the real question. Mounted samurai, going to be going down early on here. Definitely not something that you like to see. So a little bit of an overinvestment, I'd say, early on for the Japanese in their production. Definitely didn't need this much production, but that's okay. We'll get there. Crossbows now starting to build up here as well from Voldemar. So they've really just both gone 1 base fast castle. It's kind of strange. I haven't seen this from either civilization. Oh, I take it back. I mean, Jussi's legacy does do, but their fast castle is different, right? You don't go Song Dynasty. Because the thing is, he went Castle Age, but he paid full price for his Shaolin Monastery. So I feel like, did he not think it through? Maybe that was the case. You know, yeah, you paid 20 wood less for your mining camp. But you know what? I think it's he was thinking on the fly. I think that's it. He was going to go 2TC, but he scouted his opponent and saw that his opponent wasn't going for 2TC, so didn't bother going into it. I think that's probably what it was, because he's still got that stone in the bank at the moment. In fact, that stone keeps on stacking up because he's got the meditation gardens out here on stone. So he might look to add in that second TC shortly. Crossbow is always going to be outrun in this situation. Up against the mounted samurai. We'll check in back home with our Japanese player and see how he's doing as slowly but steadily the relics begin to come through. He's picked up the first one. It's the safe one. So that one's normally a gimme. Let's take a look and see how Voldemar looks to play this game. Now that his opponent has really made some waves out on the field, that's 2 villagers that have gone down early on in this game. The mounted samurai getting some work done this morning, ladies and gentlemen. He woke up, he had his wheat picks. You don't know what wheat picks are? Like an Australian breakfast cereal. And it's kind of like cardboard, but when you pour milk on it, the cardboard gets a little bit more, like it's a bit soggy, and it becomes palatable. So it's an Australian, it's an acquired taste. It's like Vegemite, we've got a lot of acquired tastes. Oh, but I tell you what, these mounted samurais look like they might have acquired a taste for villagers. Oh, and imperial officials. Hello, how you doing? Backline. More mounted samurai coming through. He's trying to find a way. Nice little defense here from Voldemar. Doesn't lose too many vills. Only the 3. Make it 4. It could have popped in the outpost for a 5th one. Doesn't find it. Units go down on that front side. Villager does not end up dying. He's only lost 4 so far this game. All right, Voldemar. 11 minutes, 12 minutes through. We're going to switch it over to income. I'm gonna give you a hot tip. Could you make a wall? I don't know where. Oh, I don't like that. Mounted samurai is just doing work, man. I tell you what, these are tough units to crack. Because the other thing to note is, right, let's say you go Lancers against the mounted samurais. And you've got 5 Lancers and they've got 5 mounted samurai. Who wins? Well, who gets the charge off? And remember, the charge gives you that massive attack bonus. They get 37 free damage. And guess what? They can charge into you, and then they run away, and then they charge back into you, and their deflective armor's back up. It's like, how do you even play this? And you know, a little bit of a mistake right here from our Japanese friend, but at the end of the day, I still feel like he's miles ahead. And now that scaling going to continue here. He's picked up 1 relic. He'll be happy with that. But if he can secure a second one, which seems unlikely at this stage of the game. Well, actually, does it? Who knows? He's gotten 6 of these mounted samurai out right now. This Japanese fast castle is starting to look... Was that a Springwood emplacement? It is a Springwood emplacement. I was going to say, he is absolutely going through these cavalry units right here. Look at the damage that's coming out right there. Oof. Nice little job. Oh, beautifully ducked as well. Didn't touch the sacred site, so doesn't trigger the notification. And manages to get that Shaolin Monk just around perfectly. Really, really well done. All right, let's check in on that north side. We see the next Yorishiro is down. What does he look to put it in? I think at this point, second Yorishiro, there's no way you're putting it in the stable at this point. And you just add more stables, right? Like, it's just not worth it. I think it's worth when you're going for that quick age up, but oh my lord, that's an Uma Better Man together. They're going to try and find plenty of damage here, but oh, beautifully played there. Look at that. Only 1 space free. And now the Lancers are coming out here for Voldemar. He will look to try and get the cavalry out onto the field. He's going to chase away. Wololo comes in. Well positioned, but not going to find anything. And now the Lance is going to go down for free. He's just hitting the scout as well. That's the other thing to know. He's only hitting the scout here. Yeah, wow, you killed a scout. Good job. All of the mounted Lancers still stand, or mounted samurai still stand. Granary villagers. Go, run. I tell you what, this is a high-octane game already. You can feel it. Just the cavalry fast castle from the Japanese is just something else, isn't it? Like, what is it about this civilization that just makes it so good? I think it's like the passive farm adding on, so you don't really have to think about that. You've just always got it in your back pocket. The Yorishiros, like, I'm just always going to be trickling in these bad boys as much as I like, and then I can just make cavalry. It feels like a really safe build. You know what? There's a part of me that thinks maybe Japan could actually just get away with 1 TC fast castles. Like, this seems 100% viable to me. And now all of a sudden, look at the cavalry moving in onto the front line. There's crossbows here, but how are they going to deal with the horsemen? And Voldemar not really paying attention. He's gone for the crossbow combo, but neglected the most important part, the spearmen. And he's focusing down these mounted samurai, but at the end of the day, the horsemen are just going to tear him apart. And it feels like a really good trade there in favor of the Japanese player. He's lost a lot of units, Voldemar has. Villager's going to get chased once again off this position. Jeez, Voldemar just needs a wall. Throw a wall down here, throw a wall across the top onto the side, and then just a wall across the front over to the stone, and you'd be absolutely chef's kiss. It's about getting that wall up, though, and it takes time. It takes APM, and it takes, you know, the cognizance to want to do it as well. That's the other thing. All right, repels him for the moment, Voldemar does. And now you've got this sort of awkward stage where it's like, you can definitely play into spears, but if you do that, you're going up against the best infantry in the world. Right, we're talking about, you know, samurai that are just going to slice you apart in less than 2 seconds. Whereas you could play Lancer crossbow, which is what he's doing here. The problem is, it's expensive. Normally, if you're going for this combo, it's good if you're going off 2 or 3 TCs. If you've got your farming economy set up already, because there's a lot of food that goes into this, as well as obviously a lot of gold, but you need a big economy to do something like this. That's the one thing to note, because it might seem like, oh, that's fine, you can just do it off 1 TC. Yeah, you can do it off 1 TC, but if you don't have enough lancers, you can't run screens for your crossbows. And if you can't run screens for your crossbows, they're just going to die to the horsemen. And that's what you've got to be extra careful about. And you can see that our Japanese player is literally just making cavalry. He's only making cavalry. This is a 100% cavalry fast castle from the Japanese. No fancy stuff, no second town centers, no, oh, I was feeling a little bit spicy today. It was just, I'm just clicking the castle age button. I'll see you up there. Little raids coming in on both sides here. It looks like this might be the end of the raid on the south side, that's for sure. But where are the resources for Voldemar? Well, where are the units for him? Because he's moving into these crossbow numbers. But once again, I'm just going to remind players or viewers at this stage that this is only one part to the composition. He needs that second part. He needs that front line. He needs something in here to say, hey, you can't attack my crossbows. I said bro again, didn't I? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, Voldemar, you love to see it. That's going to be a triple racks coming up from him. He needs to get these upgrades out ASAP. He can't take a fight right now. It's really dangerous for him to take a fight. He can't push out. The walls coming up on the top side are wonderful, but he needs to continue that on over to the stone over here just to secure that a little bit more. Oh, no, don't push out. Not now, Voldemar. Not now. Just chill, just chill. Just chill, my friend. Second TC for the Japanese in the top of the map. Beautiful TC location as well. Have a look at that. Who needs farms when you've got huntable animals like this? Chef's kiss. All right, 4 relics against 1. Voldemar says, I'm going to begin work on the sacred sites. And let's see how you react. How are they going to act when you get the sacred sites out? Now, I think in this matchup right here, the Shaolin Monk is going to get absolutely destroyed. Let's play along, though, and see how it goes. Oh, yeah, it's not even close. Okay, we don't have to watch that one. It is a sad state of affairs to be a Shaolin Monk. Sacred site on the bottom. Yeah, we'll take that one too. Okay, Spearman numbers are starting to build. He's got the hardened upgrade. Needs to find that veterancy upgrade. Can't push out right now. This is dangerous. This is dangerous, Voldemar. We're heading into the cinematic mode. He's pushed out way too far. He's gotten too big for his breaches. And now all of a sudden, the crossbows looking to try and take down the samurai. Not even going to be close. Completely enveloped on the backside. You can see just how well he's done with the micro. Continuing. Attack, move. Attack, move. Who needs attack, move on your keyboard when you can just attack and then move? Annihilates the enemy position. There is nothing left of Voldemar's army. Completely destroyed. Look at it. Just blue bodies littering the ground. Barely any teal down there. And now heads into the base and says, Voldemar, guess who's home? And it's not the person that you want to be home. It's the guy with the axe. And he's looking. He's not cooking. That is for sure. And Voldemar here struggling to keep the head above water. I don't think there's any way he does it. A little bit too... I wouldn't say greedy, a little bit too, what's the word? It was, you know, he just wanted to get in there, he just wanted to fight. But the problem is you're going up against the Japanese samurai that's mounted on a horse. These guys are just too damn strong, too damn handsome, too damn strong. I tell you what, I think I might have been a samurai in a previous... I did see a good meme on Reddit. It was when the English main becomes a Japanese main. And it's this Caucasian guy fully clad in samurai gear. I was like, that's amazing. That's a perfect meme. That's a 10 out of 10. That's a 10. And that's a game right there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this casted game. Make sure you go and check out Voldemar. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can watch him live. But hey, we've learnt lessons here today. Number 1, Japan, good. Number 2, Mounted samurai, also good.